Hello, my name is Julie and this is K.S Mom Crochets, and today is a tag video. I was tagged by Caroline over at For the Love of Crochet to do a hashtag crochet craft cart video. And in this video, I am going to show you where I actually crochet. I really love the idea of this video. I think that she had an amazing idea and I can't wait to see everyone participate. I hope that she gets a lot of people that participate in this video because it's very interesting. It's interesting to see where people actually sit and crochet. Because I do know that I've seen a lot of people like do like yarn room tours, and they'll show like how they store their yarn or where their yarn's at. I've actually done a video like that before too, but this is real life. Most of the time, if you have a craft room, because I didn't have one for a very long time, but if you have one, more than likely you don't crochet in your craft room, or you don't crochet where your yarn is kept. I don't. I crochet right here in my living room. This is my spot. This is the best angle that I could figure out to show you all, because obviously my cart is very low to the ground, and everything that I have is storage wise is low to the ground. So here I am sitting on the floor. But whenever I am crocheting, this is my spot right here, and this is my dog Bella. She's in my spot right now, so anytime I get up they steal my spot. But this is where I sit. This is my corner. Everything that I have, like projects that I'm working on or just whatever, this is where everything ends up. I also have a cabinet behind you all, which I'm not going to show you because it really just stores yarn and some finished objects that I have. But I do have another like storage cubby behind you. But like I said, this is my cart, and it's a mess. Like, this is real life, guys. Like, yeah, I wanted to show you what it looked like right now, because I do plan on like stopping the video and organizing this and trying to make it look better. But like I said, I wanted this to be real life and show you what it looks like as of now. And it's just a catch-all. Like, it literally catches everything. I don't really keep projects in the tiers here. It's mostly other things. All of my projects are in bags because, like I said, I do have dogs, and I don't want dog hair and stuff on my projects. So I like to keep my stuff in bags and when I'm not working on them. So the majority of the things that are on this cart are things that don't need to be there. Like, I could probably literally empty this whole entire cart and just have bags hanging on it, I also have a, let me see if I can move this. I also have this end table here that I use to store things in. This is a door and it does open, and I do have like miscellaneous things in there. I'm not even sure what all's in there, but that is another storage solution that I use. I used to keep all of my crochet books in there until I got a bookshelf that I store my books on, and I will pop in a picture if I haven't already of what that bookshelf looks like, with my books on it. But that's what that used to be used for, and now it just has junk in there. Like, I really need to clean it out. This thing right here, before I got this cart, because there was a long time that I didn't have the cart. I've only had it for a few years now, maybe like 3 years, I think, or so. But this is what that I primarily use to keep my projects in. I also use this to keep books in. Like, my favorite books at the time would stay in this, and it was just accessible. So that is probably what I need to use this for again, because right now it just has junk in there too. Like I said, I really need to organize the space. But I got this on clearance off of Hirschner's. And I know that you can get them on Amazon, and Hirschner's does still have them, but they don't have this style. So it has like 3 pockets, and you can fold it up. You can keep your yarn inside, or projects, or whatever you want to keep inside of it. And this one's really nice. Like, the fabric on it is quilted, so I really, really like this for storage too. And it just tucks right here out of the way, and you know, and then like I said, my cart can just shove in there too, and it's out of the way. So let's see, right now I have yarn. This I was using for a project. I was putting this thread with the white there. I made a bookmark for my daughter. This also has the thread in it that I was using for her bookmark. I usually have a freezer bag, I think a gallon size freezer bag that I keep my stuffing in. That way that I don't have to have that big bag of polyfill. But right now I'm using this little organza bag that I have to keep some stuffing in because I haven't refilled up my freezer bag, because you know we get lazy. I have magazines from Mary Maxim. I've got hook cases. This shelf right here is all books right now. Like, I literally have so many books on here because I didn't have a podcast last week because I kind of lost my crojo a little bit. Like, and so I keep books close to me so that I can just, when I'm sitting on the couch, I can just grab a book and look through it and try to find inspiration to what I want to crochet. Because my goal this year is to really use my books. So this one right here has a ton of books on it right now. On the bottom shelf, I have this basket, and it holds all of my bags. All of my project bags are in this, as well as some other things. And notebooks. I have notebooks down here. I have a kitchen scale. Like, there's just all kinds of stuff. And then obviously I have all of my bags with projects, and I can't even tell you exactly what is all in these bags. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to go through everything that's on this because, like I said, it's a mess right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up. I'm going to use this as a excuse to organize my craft area, and then I will come back and I will show you what it looks like, and then I will go through what is actually on my cart. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I cleaned off all of my stuff, and amazingly I don't have very much stuff on there. My daughter is sitting here gaming on the TV, and she's like, so are you just making that video so you can just take everything off your cart? It's like, well, you know, it's a good excuse to clean it. Here is my little Lucy. She's always beside me when I crochet. But anyway, like I said, I cleared all of the stuff off. I had so much stuff on there that I don't even know why I had it on there. I had things that I could be utilizing as ways to store things, and I wasn't using it, you know. So like I said, I do not only just use this cart. Like, I use my end table. I use this I think it's called a yarn caddy, or a foldable yarn caddy or something like that. I use that, and then also I have other places that I store things. So the majority of my whips, as I said, are in bags. So this right here is my blanket that's kind of went to sleep. But I didn't take it off because I did have bags on here that just had yarn. That didn't have any projects in it. This is that blanket. I can't remember what it's called. I done went and forgot. But anyway, that's my using the specs yarn. that I haven't worked on it in a while, and I need to work on it. This is my husband's blanket, which you all will be seeing in a podcast next time I make a podcast. This is a secret project. I am participating in the July Christmas extravaganza with K&K Crochet, and I'm making a Christmas project. So that is that. And then I do have this. I made this at the very beginning when I first started YouTube. And this holds all of my stitch markers, or most of my stitch markers. And I have it hanging on these little hooks. So I'm going to take it off for now because it clangs around when I move my cart. But that is where I keep all my stitch markers, because I love using stitch markers all the time. Now I do have these little hooks on there. I did notice, like in Caroline's video, she has like the little cups and stuff like that, and I really want to get stuff like that. I just haven't yet, but I did get these hooks off of Amazon, and I'll have them linked below, but they're perfect for holding your bags. But if there's nothing on it, they will like flip off because of the way that they're made. My cart actually came with hooks that look like this, but I haven't been able to find any that are like this. So like this part tightens up so they don't flip off. But that came, like I said, that came with my cart. And these I bought separate, and I don't think they cost so very much, and there was like 6 in a pack or something. I don't remember. But I use those to, like I said, hang my stitch markers on it, and also hang like my smaller bags. But like my bigger bags that I have blankets or like big projects in that need a lot of yarn, I have to hang them off the hangers because they drag the ground if I don't. So and this is another sleeping whip that I need to get back to. It is my Maybelle the cow. So everything I need to finish her is in this bag. I just haven't worked on her since like January, and I don't know why. This is my doll dress that I am currently working on. I haven't worked on it in a while either. It's kind of went to sleep a little bit, but I'm sure I'll get back to it soon. So this right here is something that I made myself. I just took a bunch of granny squares and I just sewed them together and made a hanging out, like a hanger for the side of my cart. And I was really happy because this was the first time that I ever made anything by myself. Like I had an idea in my head, and I brought it to life. So these flowers though, I didn't come up with the pattern for the flowers. So as you can see, it's just 2 granny squares. The bottom has heavy stuff in it right now, so it's kind of stretching out. But it's got granny squares, and then these are double-sided to make the pockets. And then I just put a scalloped edge around it, and it works perfect. I love having this on my cart. Okay, and then it just hangs on these 3 little hooks that I have here. And inside of here these are old project journals. This one is 2 years, and then this is what I used to jot down things every now and then. I hadn't been crocheting for very long, but it has notes in here that you know, if I need to, not really good notes, but it has some things that I could find out something maybe if I look through it. This is what I use to take notes on my Featured Photos Friday videos. So it has notes for everybody's projects. And I usually read from this and look at my phone. And then I also am about to run out of paper in that. So I bought this one at the Dollar Tree. And then I actually ordered this off Amazon because I was curious, because it's very similar to the project journals that I use, which is like this. But it's similar to it, and it was cheaper. So I will have this linked below. I really like this. little journal. It's really nice. It's very like the cover feels really nice, and then it has this cord that you can close it with, and it also has lined paper in it, and it also has like a bookmarker ribbon thing in there. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use this for yet, but I will have it if I need like an extra project journal or something like that. Alright, so on the top shelf of this cart, I have my little bag of stuffing still. I just kept that on there. I also have this yarn that Caroline gifted me because I want to keep it in my eyesight because I do want to make something with this eventually, and I don't want it to get just put up with all my other yarns and then I'll forget about it, you know, and I don't want to do that because this is something that I want to use very soon. Also, I have a bookmark on here because I use my books all the time. I have a hook case that has my my dot hooks in it, and it has some extra hooks in this on this side because I actually have a other thing over here that I will show you in a minute. I also have my current crochet journal that I use right now. And I have some paper or like paperback type leaflets that I had been working out of. And I don't want them to get ruined. So I kept them on this top shelf so that I knew that they were going to be safe. I also have this thing. It's like a color wheel that I had, and I don't really use it very much, but I thought I would keep it on there anyway. So there's the top shelf. And then the bottom shelf has a sneak peek at a new book that I got that I'm so super excited about, and I will be working on one of these projects. So look forward to that because I'm excited to work out of that book, maybe even tonight. And then on the bottom shelf, because the only thing I had on this was books, and it was books that I wasn't even working on. Like I haven't started any I haven't started anything new in like a week. So like I said, I got this in the mail this week, and I'm hoping that I can start something out of that book tonight. And then, you know, I will have more whips on here. But right now, my big thing is I keep all my whips in bags. Like, that's just how I am. I know what's in each bag, and that's just how I use it. On the bottom shelf, I have this big basket right here. My mother-in-law got me a set of these baskets, and I love them so much. I'm not sure where she got them at, but they have it has all of my extra bags in it, or most of my extra bags in it, because I like to switch out my bags. When I get done with the project, I will put, like, say I get done with this project, I'll put this bag up, and then when I need another bag, I will choose a different one. So I like to switch out my bags. This has extra hooks in it as well. Just hooks that I don't use very often, and it also has like my tacky glue. I got this generic set off of Amazon of like the little tiny, they're ergonomic, but they're like smaller hooks, like 1.75 type hooks off of there. And I also have some extra like clover hooks in here that I don't use very often. So that's what's in this. And then also in this basket is this digital kitchen scale. I use this thing a lot. Because it does grams, ounces, pounds, and something else I can't remember. But I love this little thing. I got it off Amazon, and sometimes, like, if I'm not sure if I have enough yarn for a certain project, I will weigh, like, say I want to make 2 of something or whatever, then I'll weigh how much leftover yarn I have. It's also great for whenever if I send out packages or something, I can weigh them and make my own shipping labels. So definitely a handy little tool. So that is what's in that basket. It's just something that I like to always have on my cart. And now on the other side, I have this little container right here, and it has like just neutral colored scrap balls in it that I might need for faces. I like to always have these close to me because if I'm embroidering a nose and I need some black, I have it and I don't have to pull out of a whole seam. So I have that on my cart. I also keep some plastic canvas and some cardboard on here for when I make gnomes or something that needs stability in the bottom of it. I like to keep that on there because I use that a lot. I did show this a while back that I had purchased this organizer thing with drawers, and I keep all my safety eyes and my buttons and stuff in there. But there are still safety eyes over here that I just haven't put in that. So I will have that picture popped up if I haven't already of what I'm talking about with the drawers in it. But I do have extra like safety eyes that I had bought recently. I'm not really happy with these. So I haven't put them in there because I don't know if I will really use these or not. But they're there if I decide to. And then I also have this big organizer that I got from Walmart, I think. And it just has buttons and colored eyes. I've had this for years. Like, this is what I use when I first started making amigurumi to hold all my eyes and stuff in. So a lot of these eyes I've had for a very long time. So I just kept them in there because I don't use colored eyes as much as I used to. But I like to have them if I want to use them. So let me just put all this stuff back and then I will show you everything else. Okay, so as I said, this is my table that I use all the time. Like, I mean, it's always cluttered up with my stuff. I made this a long time ago and I love it. I use it all the time. It holds my hooks. I keep a lot of the hooks that I use like regularly, and it has my scissors. Actually, I have a couple pairs of different scissors in here. And I also keep pencils and markers and ink pens. I'm supposed to have my ink pens in there, but they're on the coffee table. So there's that. And then I use it as a needle holder. So it does have all of my needles. I do have a needle like this one. I know Caroline was showing this type of needle, and I don't like these either. When I use these, I don't know, they break. The ones that I have broke. So I don't use that one very often unless I really feel like I need to. I prefer like the metal needles. And I drop them. But I prefer the metal needles, and I have all different sizes, all different, well, it's not gonna work. All different like eye holes or whatever it's called. So like I have like the big ones for thick yarn. I have the small ones for my thinner yarn, and also like the diameter of them. I like to have a varying sizes of darning needles because I feel like that I use different ones for different projects. It depends on what kind of yarn I'm using and which one I grab too. So like I said, I do love this. This is like an actual pencil holder. I think you can get these at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure where this one came from, but this is what this pattern looks like. I have it linked below if you're interested, but I made this like quite a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I'm not sure. Anyway, I do want to make a new one because this one's kind of getting wore out, but I really like it. I really like using this. So like I said, any kind of hook that I'm currently using or my favorite hooks, they always stay in this, so they are close by. And then I also have this little tomato that keeps all of my little pins in it. but I really don't like these stick pins or whatever they're called. I don't like them because they're very short. They're very, very short. I like these Corsage, I think that's what they're called, stick pins or whatever, because they're very long and they work better for me. So, yeah, I just haven't, I want to make something to keep these in and just put this up in case I want to use it, because I've had this little tomato for forever, but I want to keep these handy and put these up, but I just haven't made anything. I've seen a lot of people make like little coffee cups and stuff, and they will stick their pins in it. I also have this little thing that I got off eBay. I just love it. It's a cat holding a yarn ball. I love it so much, and it keeps all of my plastic stitch markers in it, because I use these a lot to like hold my stitch when I'm not working on it. I also use them as counters. Like if I'm counting stitches for a blanket, I will mark every 20 stitches, so that I can easily count afterwards to see how many chains, to count my chains for a blanket. So I always keep my plastic ones in this. And then I also have this little sewing case that I keep on my table. And this is a little Eeyore that I made. I don't think you all have ever seen this. But I made this before I started making YouTube videos. I love Eeyore. He's my favorite Disney character. So I made that. And then I always hook a little stitch marker on here. That way I don't have to get up if my cart's like pushed away from the couch. But it just has like my highlighter tape. I use this like crazy. I love to mark where I'm at in a pattern with this highlighter tape. I also have like some little tiny pouches that I got when I ordered some bags. They came free from this place right here, Snow Hill Stitches. I also have like my yarn cake cozy in here. I have a tape measure. I have a cuter tape measure, but I don't know where it went. Somebody used it and they didn't give it back, because that's usually what happens. If somebody needs scissors or an ink pen, or they need to measure something, they come and get my stuff. I have stuff for my eyeglasses. I mean, there's just all kinds of things in here. Extra needles, extra scissors, just different things in here. Those are stitch markers, and yeah, so, and this right here actually goes with my ball winder, which is in this cabinet right here. Like, I have a yarn ball winder right there in a box. But my husband made me this out of an old paper towel holder, and we put like a Lazy Susan so it spins. And this came with my ball winder to hold it to the table, and so I use this to hold my thread holder when I'm crocheting with thread. So I just thought I'd share that too. And then I also keep my felting wool for my gnome beards in there as well. So I forgot to show you all what I'm using my yarn caddy thing for now that I have cleaned up. I do have extra eyeglasses here because I lose my glasses all the time. I have tape in, like just tape in there, and then I also have these ultra tabs. I love these things. I use them in my books a lot to mark my pages. So there's those. And then on the inside, I am using it again to hold my books that I want to look at. So it does have some of my crochet books in it right now, because I like I said earlier, I like to have some books close to me so that I can just grab them and look at them, and it gets me in the mood to crochet again, like especially if I've lost my Crojo. I also refilled my gallon size freezer bag full of stuffing, so I have that handy. I also have some black stuffing that I use sometimes for darker colored yarn. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they still sell it or not, but I also have that in there. And then I have a ring light. I don't use this very often because I have another light that I use more. I have an extra metal ring in case I want to put a doily on it. And I also have this right here that I love. I love this thing so much. So it's like a file folder, and you can open it up and it's got tabs in it. And I have each tab is labeled as different things, like this back tab, the very main back one, are projects that I have made. So all of the papers that are in here are printed off patterns, because I love to have a pattern in my hands. Like, I want to have a paper copy in my hand, so if I buy a pattern off Etsy or Ravelry or wherever, you know, I can you know, have the paper pattern. So I have just different labels on here. I have holiday, gnomes, patterns that I really, really love that I want to make again, doilies, afghans, whips. Like if I have a sleeping whip and I want to keep my pattern in here. But I really like this a lot, and it holds a lot in it too. So that's another great way to, you know, store your patterns. Caroline really wanted to see your carts. Like, this is what that video was really supposed to be about. But like I said, I have multiple different ways that I organize my things. So I don't just use my cart. So I kind of just wanted to show my space, and hopefully this gives you some kind of how I organize my stuff. I don't think that I organize it as well as I probably could. Like, I really need to invest in more like things to go on my cart. Like, I really like things with the magnets and stuff. I really need to invest in stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what all other people have, because like I said, I've only had my cart for about two or three years, I think. And like I said, I use it all the time. I love it, but mostly it just hangs my whips on it, and then it just catches everything else. I don't use it for like holding my hooks and stuff like that. I like to have stuff like that on my table, so that when I'm sitting back here, I can just reach, you know, and grab a hook. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed showing you all everything that I have on my cart, and how I organize my space, and just letting you see me in a different setting. I think that's really fun too, to see people in like a different setting, you know, than where they normally film their videos. So that was fun to do that in the living room too. Now I am going to tag a few people, but just remember that if you see this video and you want to make a video, I mean, this could be your first YouTube video. Like, you know, you could start out with this video if you wanted to, but tag, you're it. Like, you can totally make this video. I know that I will be searching this hashtag crochet craft cart, and I will be searching this to see all the people that participate, because I am so looking forward to getting new ideas and just seeing how, you know, where other people crochet. Where's your comfy spot at? Like, I want to know. But like I said, I am going to tag a few people, and no pressure if you don't want to participate. It's no big deal. But you know, with tag videos, I guess you just need to tag a few people. So I'm going to tag Michelle from Michelle's Makery. I'm going to tag K&K Crochet, which is KK and Kristen. Kelly over at Crochet Mall for Life. Rebecca at Yarn and Pajamas. Sam from Mantha's Makes. And I think that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I enjoyed I enjoyed doing the video. So until next time, I will see you in another video. Bye.